Started off, Darren. Coming off of first match, how's training this week?
Good. You know, we got our feet wet after a short preseason. Guys played pretty well down in Charlotte. We didn't create as many chances as we wanted to, so that was a focus this week. But if we can continue to defend like that and keep possession, I think we're gonna do okay.
Out of the new guys that debuted on last Saturday, who impressed you the most?
I like them all. I mean, Michael Hornsby's a very good left back. I think he's going to be really helpful to us this year. Joao came into the game as a good player, and Carlton Belmar is definitely a hard person to handle, and he's only going to get better. And I think Justin Suko's a bit of a Swiss Army knife for us. And he's a guy that we can play in different spots, and he'll do the job for us.
Is there any advantage or disadvantage to playing a team that is starting their season after you, in case of playing against Greenville this week?
Well, I think, we open away, so we're Charlotte's opener, which is difficult, first game of the year, and then now we got to go to Greenville, which is their first game, and they've had an opportunity to look at game tape on us, right? We don't know what John Harkes is going to roll out, other than knowing John and generally how his teams go. They definitely have the advantage. The one trick is it's a brand new stadium, new turf field, all of that, so it's a lot of interesting variables in this one.
There was one moment in the game, in the second half, where you showed a little bit of frustration of the kicker's inability to get the ball out of the back. There was like a 10-minute stretch where the ball kind of got stuck in there. Have you guys worked at that in training, and what are you looking to show improvement in more games?
Yeah, we have a particular game model, and we work very hard at the game model. If I did look frustrated, it was probably likely to guys not necessarily executing or working to execute pieces of the game model. It's early days, a 6-week preseason when not everybody here has started, it's difficult. So it's still a bit of an extension of preseason right now. But in the end, I know we're going to get there, and we definitely worked on it this week.
And also, just want to ask this, in building up an attack, there were a few moments where attacking plays kind of broke down. I know there was a moment where Emmy had the ball and he kind of tracked back late in the second half. How are you looking to capitalize on those moments against a Greenville team that we know likes to set it a little bit more?
It's interesting with Greenville because the last 2 times they've played us, they've pressed us. Okay, so they've given us the space behind them. How you get there, whether it's a direct long ball or you play through them, you have to exploit that space in order to then create space to play underneath. I think they'll probably press us in an opener on a small field, but if you can break that pressure, then they will sit back. So it's the tale of 2 different things. Like, you got to create the space to get in behind. Once you do, then they'll drop off. Now you got to break down a low block. So we worked on both of those things. We expect both.
All right, cool. I'm all good.
All set?
Yes, sir.
Nice.